Hi, everyone, and welcome back to EdgeBytes, where we strive for signal over noise in the global enterprise AI economy. My name is Mark Vigoroso, founder and CEO here at the Enterprise Edge. I'd like to call today's episode Trust, Sovereignty, and the New Tech Security Mandate. So, I want to take a few minutes to talk about two announcements this week at the 62nd Munich Security Conference that happened February 13th to 15th in Munich. It signaled a really strategic inflection point, I think, for global tech, defense modernization, and digital sovereignty. So first, on the 13th, at the opening day of the conference, 15 global tech companies announced the launch of what they call the Trusted Tech Alliance, a coalition committed to establishing a shared verifiable standard for trusted, secure, transparent technology infrastructure. So this alliance spans connectivity and cloud infrastructure, semiconductors, software, and artificial intelligence, of course, with members from Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. Companies included were Microsoft, Google Cloud, AWS, Nokia, Ericsson, Geo Platforms, SAP, ASML, Anthropic, NTT, and others. They agreed to 5 specific actionable principles that define what trusted technology actually means. So 1, transparent corporate governance and ethical conduct, operational transparency with secure development and independent assessment, robust supply chain and cybersecurity oversight, an open, cooperative, inclusive digital ecosystem, respect for the rule of law and data protection. And that list matters because unlike past frameworks that lived in white papers or regulatory sandboxes, these principles are measurable and shared across providers from AI infrastructure to network connectivity, irrespective of where technology is built or deployed. So one striking quote from the launch from Börje Ekholm, CEO of Ericsson, said, "No single company or a country can build a secure and trusted digital stack alone. Trust and security can only be achieved together." I don't think that's marketing language. That's a call to collaborative industrial governance framed against rising geopolitical fragmentation, where digital sovereignty is no longer theoretical. It's actually operational reality. So another key perspective came from Brad Smith of Microsoft, who said that the alliance is not based on the nationality of providers, but on shared commitments to customers. That's foundational. It's the industry stepping in to a void left by slow legislative action on cross-border data flows, AI governance, and secure supply chains. Okay, so now let's pivot to the second major announcement that I saw. SAP's Defense Innovation Hub from Munich, again, launched just ahead of the conference. This isn't just a showcase, it's a purpose-built ecosystem where startups, academia, industry leaders, and defense organizations co-create solutions that strengthen digital sovereignty, operational resilience, and readiness in defense and security, from ERP systems to AI-enabled logistics and resilient data infrastructure. SAP's own description makes the point bluntly. Defense organizations worldwide are shifting from modernization to full digital transformation, with missions increasingly dependent on secure data flows, resilient supply chains, and systems that remain trusted even under stress. And they're not talking about marginal upgrades. The hub is focused on breaking down silos, enabling rapid collaboration across sectors, and ensuring that mission-critical systems are secure, auditable, and under the control of operators, not locked in isolated legacy platforms. So in plain language, it means this: software, data integrity, and automation are now frontline operational concerns, not back office afterthoughts. Okay, so what connects these two announcements? First one, I think, is trust is now a strategic asset, not a compliance checkbox. The Trusted Tech Alliance acknowledges that global technology cannot scale securely in silos or under divergent national mandates alone. It seeks a baseline of shared principles across borders, companies, and infrastructure layers. And at the same time, SAP's Defense Innovation Hub illustrates that digital readiness is now inseparable from operational readiness. Defense organizations increasingly depend on secure digital ecosystems that are resistant to supply chain attack, AI misuse, and hybrid threats. And that's a much bigger challenge than legacy modernization. So here's the insight or the takeaway, right? The future of technology, whether enterprise scale AI, cloud infrastructure, or national security systems, I think, will be governed by trust frameworks and ecosystem cooperation, not by unilateral control or isolated compliance. And that's a shift that will influence procurement policies, interoperability, public-private partnerships, and even geopolitical alliances over the next decade or so. So if you're a tech leader, a government strategist, or an enterprise architect, I would just suggest start asking questions like, what trust principles govern the systems we build or buy? Or are our partners capable of transparent, verifiable security practices? Or do our digital systems enhance operational resilience? Or do they expose new vulnerabilities? Because the next era, whether in global tech ecosystems or defense modernization, will be shaped by trust that is measurable, sovereign, and scalable. Okay, if you found this perspective valuable, please drop a comment. Maybe consider the question, what trust principle do you think will matter most in 2026 and beyond? Transparency, supply chain security, or cross-border interoperability, and why? Okay, that's all for now, folks. Thanks for listening. This is Mark Vigoroso on behalf of the Enterprise Edge. Take care, everybody.